Can somebody explain to me in crayon eating terms why I make over 3 times the federal minimum wage and I cannot afford to live? And I do not want to hear the pull yourself up from your bootstraps, work 90 hours a week. That's not the goal, guys. That's not. That should not be our standard. I am so fucking tired of people being complacent with this uniparty, both of them fucking us over. When my parents were my age, they both made less than half of what I make, and they lived alone. I cannot afford to live anywhere alone. A 1-bedroom apartment, $1,800. 2-bedroom apartment, $2,200. Who the fuck can afford that? It is embarrassing to come out and say that it is a struggle to survive right now, but I know so many people are struggling. And do not get me started on what my grandparents were doing. They $3,000 house. And yes, I understand inflation and all of the bullshit that they have been pulling with the Fed. Why are we allowing it? Why? And then I clock out of my shift. I am tired. I have to go home. And I check the news. Another 60 fucking billion to a country nobody can point out on a map. What are we doing? Where has the plot gone? We have lost it, folks. We have fucking lost it. The American dream is dead. It is over. Gone and forgotten.
This is the Candid Lens channel. Today we're going to be reviewing the current survival mode due to the inflation in the United States. A lot of things has been impacted. Everyday people, small businesses, even corporations. Things are very, very expensive right now. A lot of people cannot even afford food, gas, housing, utilities.
Does anyone else feel like they're absolutely fucking drowning financially?
I'm glad you asked. And it's not dark just because it's nighttime. Oh no. It's dark because I have no electricity in my crib right now. And no, I'm not joking. I am not joking at all. So, I definitely feel the struggle, you know. Not joking. See that? It's 59 degrees up in this motherfucker. Oh, if you don't laugh, you'll cry. But I've already done the crying, so I'm at a point of laughing. I make $27 an hour. I make too much to qualify for any rental assistance, electricity assistance, and I never get sick. I think I'm just getting sick because the stress is causing my immune system to deplete. But it's alright, I'm a grown-ass man. I'll get it taken care of, don't worry.
Common groceries like milk, eggs, bread are so expensive. Some years ago, you could get 12 pieces, which is a dozen of eggs, for probably $1 or $1 and some cents. And now, when you go to the store, big stores, local store, you probably would be getting it for times 2, times 3 of that price. Milk, eggs, things are expensive. A lot of people cannot afford to buy food and still pay their rent or pay their mortgages. A lot of people cannot even pay for their utilities. And now imagine, a lot of people have children and they're making a lot of money. Some people are making, like the guy said in the previous video that you just watched, some people are making even more than they were making pre-pandemic, and they still cannot afford to feed their family. They cannot afford to feed themselves.
So this is not to be pessimistic. I'm just a realist. But do not feel bad for doing what you have to do in this economy. I've been seeing people post about how they had to give up their new car, or how they had to go back to a 9-to-5 after doing entrepreneurship, move back in with their parents. And I know that it sucks. I just wanted to stress to you that it's not your fault. It's really the economy. As a millennial who lived through pre-pandemic and then now, it was totally different. Yes, I was able to pay off my car, but my car note was $300 a month. It was only $16,000 for a brand new car at that time. You can't find a brand new car for that price anywhere. Another thing too, when I was paying rent, it was $800 back in 2017, 2018. And that was for a 3-bedroom. That same apartment right now is $1,400 a month for a 1-bedroom. House prices, I could literally write an essay. I could write a book. The interest rates, of course, were way lower, but the house prices were not crazy. I bought my house for $165,000. The houses in my neighborhood right now are going for almost $300K, which is crazy. I say all that to say you can't take accountability for things that are just simply not your fault. Jobs are not paying that much. The economy is going up. Eggs are $31. So when it comes to doing what you have to do to survive in this economy, do not feel bad. It's just a sacrifice.
I am so tired of living my life in survival mode because despite having 2 college degrees and making close to $80,000 a year, I still cannot keep up with the cost of living. I still cannot afford all of my bills every month and have to live paycheck to paycheck. I think that's absolutely ridiculous. I am sacrificing my mental health, my time, and my energy to take care of people in their most vulnerable moments, and a lot of the time they do not make it. At the very least, I should be able to pay my bills. And for anyone who's thinking, oh, well, you shouldn't have chose that job, somebody has to do it. And you know damn well, if your loved one was critically ill, you would want somebody to take care of them, right? Something has to give. I cannot keep doing this.
Trying to navigate the survival mode due to inflation has allowed a lot of individuals in their homes to adopt various strategies like trying to budget. And trust me, a lot of people are budgeting and they're still using this same money that they're saving due to their budget to pay for extra expenses like breakdown of cars, or maybe something happened to their homes, or like something that it's unexpected.
This is why you feel poor when you go to the grocery store, even though inflation is actually down. If you bought this and this in 2020, it's like 10 bucks. Now, 15. Why so much if inflation isn't up 50%? It's something called a permanent price adjustment. So even though inflation's come down, it doesn't mean that people who previously raised their prices are also going to decrease prices. In fact, they're probably going to keep them high. So the grocery store is going to continue to punish you even though inflation's gone down. So you're not going crazy, you're paying way more.
A lot of people probably think that they're dreaming when they realize that prices of food and goods have doubled. At least she was able to explain one of the reasons to us. So if you feel like you're budgeting and the budgeting is not really budgeting, trust me, you are not alone. There are a lot of people going through the same thing that you're going through. It is worldwide, but here in the United States, it's not only in your locality, it's everywhere. Living paycheck to paycheck has been the life of most Americans in this day and age. Inflation has gone through the roof, where even a 2-income household is yelling and crying for help. They are literally in survival mode. Some of them cannot even believe that having 2 income coming into the home cannot take care of everything that they need.
How are y'all making it? No, literally, how are y'all making it? Because, little backstory, I decided back in January that I was going to monetize on this app. Every dollar I made, no matter how big, how small, was going to go to a savings account, and that was going to be money for a down payment on our house. Because if you don't know, me, my husband, and our 2 kids are living with my parents. Spoiler alert, that's not happening. We're having to take that money I'm making and use it to get by until the next week, on top of my husband's income. My husband's making the most money he's ever made, and this is the brokest we've ever been. Make it make sense. I'm not a bougie bitch. I might get my lashes done, but my friends do my hair. I don't get my nails done. Like, I'm really not that high maintenance. We try to live within our means. We truly do. It's like, no matter how much you don't go out to eat, no matter how much you don't spend money, you're still gonna be broke. Why? Because that is the world that we live in. So I know I'm not as educated as I should be when it comes to voting. All I know is that shit was a lot better 4 years ago. I could afford to breathe and I had my own house. Right now, nobody can afford housing. Nobody can afford food. And if you can, congratulations, because you're far and few. So please, for the love of God, take that into consideration come November and make a change, because I am tired. I am tired of living like this.
You are not alone. this should not be happening to anybody that are working more hours than they should, and they're still not able to take care of their family as they should. So I would just advise, I do know that you're doing this already. That means you're budgeting. If you're watching this video, it's because you're budgeting, and the budgeting is not really budgeting. But I will still try to remind all of us to please prioritize our bills, continue to budget, continue to seek financial counseling, try to find something to do on the side, use your community resources to get probably food from food banks, utility assistance. Try to reduce some of your bills, like for example Netflix. I know a lot of people that are on a T-Mobile plan can get a Netflix plan from T-Mobile for free or for a discounted price. So try to cut unnecessary expenses, and hopefully, you know, in doing all of this, you create a payment plan in order to pay your credit cards up, or probably some bills. And then of course there will be some times where you're going to be compensating for the bills, and hopefully we survive this inflation. Thank you for watching this video. If you're new to this channel, kindly give a like and subscribe so that the algorithm can see us and push the video to other people for them to learn from this video. Thank you so much. See you in the next video. Bye.